Oh wow! They gave us the new Jedi to test out. I better go get ready for this. Alright, let's do this. Bastila Shan, raining on your face. Jolee Bindo, bringing the pain. Really?
Yes, master.
So, what's up, ladies and gents? It's time for some crazy, wild, mind-bending Jedi action, and we're going to dive right into it here with our two new characters, Jolee Bindo and Bastila Shan, coming straight out of the Knights of the Old Republic series. They've been added to the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes rosters, and they're actually going to be available tonight for an event, so you can unlock them as a marquee character and then possibly buy them through packs. Now, some of you are going to be trying to determine whether or not it makes sense to buy these characters. Some of you are going to be trying to determine whether or not it makes sense to invest in maybe a $10 pack to kind of get the characters to 4-star and then gear them up to gear 11 until they're farmable somewhere in a farmable node for free. And you're going to just overall want to know whether these characters are viable or not in arena or in PvE content. But first and foremost, we'll get the PvE content at some other time. In this particular video, I'm going to focus on the arena area of the game, and we're going to take a look at how they fare against the current meta squads and see for yourself what you think about the characters overall. First and foremost, I want to face against a Sith team with your typical Sith meta. Right now, an Emperor Palpatine lead seems to be the most popular, with Darth Traya, Darth Sion, Darth Nihilus, and Sith Trooper. As a fifth, I chose just to give the team a double tank. It seems to protect Sion enough before, so he can get hatred with most of my other squads. Let's see how this team fares against this team. So first, I'm going to do an area of effect attack here. Now, the synergy that Jolee and Bastila add to the Jedi is fantastic, especially with a with a Grandmaster Yoda lead. Let's go ahead and spread some buffs here. Now, some of you might think that I'm crazy for doing that because you want to go and prevent. You want to basically do that before Sion gets to dispel all those buffs. But I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take out Sith Trooper. Now I'm going to work on Sion himself and try to take him out of the equation. Once he's out of the match, we have nothing else to worry about. So now he's done his dispel. We're no longer in danger of him taking away buffs. And for that specific reason, I'm now going to, when I get a chance to, with Bastila, give all those buffs that she gives to Yoda with her special ability. So we've taken out Sion now. Now we're going to... Well, Bastila didn't get a chance to do that because her cooldowns were increased by Nihilus. So I'm going to save that buff spread there by Yoda, or that battle meditation by Yoda. I'm going to keep working on Palpatine here. Now I'm going to... Yeah, I'm actually going to still work on Palpatine here and get him stunned. We're going to heal with Hermit Yoda. Okay, so now I'm going to get Bastila going. Okay, so it seems like we never really got a chance to get Bastila off to the races here, but it looks like we're kind of handling this team pretty mightily here with our first attempt. So it looks like Nihilus is probably due for an Annihilate here at some point, which will be devastating. But What I'm going to do now is I'm going to spread these buffs to Yoda. Okay, as you can see, he's just gotten Legendary Battle Meditation. Now I'm going to Area of Effect, then spread all those buffs to the entire team, except for General Kenobi because he's isolated. We're going to take out Traya with an 80k attack there by Grandmaster Yoda, and then I'm going to call in the other 2 Jedi to assist here and try to take out Nihilus, which we will do here in a moment. So you can see, although we lost a couple of our, well, actually only one of our teammates here, they got 42k with that attack there from Bastila. We handled this team pretty mightily, and that's the meta right now. I mean, if you look at a team that's really the #1 team in Arena on defense at the moment, that's it. So that's a good idea. You can get a good idea of what we're looking at. Now, as far as the other meta teams that you're seeing out there, I think you're looking at maybe possibly a Traya lead, which we'll take a look at in a moment, and then you're taking a look at a Rey Jedi training team. So next I want to take them in against the Rey Jedi training team, so you can see what they're like. But before we do that, I just want to give you an idea of like what mods we're looking at, so you know that, you know, when we're dealing with these test accounts, you know, we're dealing with high-level mods here. So for example, Rey has 104 speed, getting her to 256. You know, for example, R2D2 has 132 speed, getting up to 301 speed. You're looking at BB-8 here, who has 150 speed, getting up to 324 speed. So these are not, you know, shabby mods here or you know, bad characters. These are against high level mods. 265 speed for Rey Scavenger, and then Amlin Holdo. I'm not sure how good her mods are. Let's see, 86 speed at 188, which is not horrible. So again, these are not, you know, horrible mods by any stretch of the imagination. These are against high level squads, and this team actually happens to be one of the best defensive resistance teams I think you could put together out there. So let's see how they fare against this team. So first and foremost, it looks like we're starting off a little behind the ball here. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to steal their buffs. I'm going to go ahead and work on Amlin Holdo, which is the only choice I have. But now I'm going to call Yoda into assist with Bastila Shan. Then I'm going to call Yoda into assist with Hermit Yoda. Then I'm going to spread all these buffs to the entire team. Look at how many buffs. It's like a sea of buffs. Now, when you're actually facing a mirror match against this squad, it's ridiculous because you can barely see how much health the opposing team has. You don't know who to attack, but it's still pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to call in Yoda again for an attack here. Just continuing to work on Amlin Holdo to take her out of the equation. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take out Amlin Holdo here in a moment. Oh, Scavenger Rey is getting going, which is not good. Okay. Let's do a team heal here. And now I'm going to 24k there with that attack. Let's take out Amlin Holdo. Good. Glad we had foresight there. That protected Gen Ken. Let's get a heal here with Hermit Yoda. Okay, so that's not good. Anytime they've got Illuminated Destiny, that's not a good thing. But we could steal those buffs and then spread them to the team. And that's what's the benefit of Yoda here is, you know, we're in good hands. Plus, bear in mind, Jolee does revive. So if we did lose anybody here, unless they're annihilated, we can bring them back. So we're in pretty good shape. We're going to keep working on Rey Jedi training here, and she's going to be taken out here with this attack, which is fantastic. 61k, almost 62k by Grandmaster Yoda. Now I'm going to work on Scavenger Rey because she's our real threat here at this moment. The #1 damage dealer on this team. I'm going to call in Bastila and Grandmaster Yoda to take her out. And now we've got the 2 droids. So I'm going to work on BB-8. I should honestly be working on. Should also be working on R2D2 because he's the one who's going to stealth the team. So this is cool. Now what we're going to do is first I'm going to try to stun BB-8, which works. Then I'm going to area effect attack here with Grandmaster Yoda. Spread some buffs. Do a heal here. I'm going to reduce R2D2's turn meter if possible, yes. And then now I'm going to give health to Grandmaster Yoda and revive Gen Ken at the same time. So General Kenobi now is back in the fold. Now we're going to call Grandmaster Yoda in for the assist here and give him a bunch of buffs. He's going to do an area of effect. I think we're going to have him continue to focus. Well, I have no choice. BB-8 is taunting. I'm going to heal again with Hermit Yoda, and it's almost like we have a full squad again. Now I'm going to spread the buffs, giving everybody Legendary Master's Training, Legendary Battle Meditation. We're going to call in all allies to assist here with Gen Ken and take out BB-8. And then with this final attack here, we're going to take out R2-D2. So you can see, again, we're able to take out the meta pretty mightily. And that's with God mods. Okay, so this is a pretty good squad overall. Now comes the toughest test of all, which is against a Traya-led team, which is, I think, the best defensive team out there. And I can tell you the future right now. We're not winning this match, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot just to see how we fare against this team. This team also has pretty generous mods, so it's going to be tough. The problem here is that Traya teams are anti-buff, okay? So, I mean, like, the buffs, all the buffs that the Jedi get from Jolee, from Bastila, from Yoda, from Hermit Yoda, even from Gen Ken, they really don't help the team. They kind of are to the detriment of the team. So, right now I'm going to call in Grandmaster Yoda for the assist. There's really not going to be enough damage on this team to take out even Sith Trooper here. We're probably going to be stuck at Sith Trooper for the entire encounter. But what I'll do is I'll spread foresight to everyone, and what we'll do is we'll try to call in Grandmaster Yoda here for an attack and give him Legendary Master's Training. Legendary Battle Meditation. I'm going to do an area of effect there. Try to reduce Sith Trooper's turn meter. It doesn't look like we're going to get too much further here against this squad, but I'm going to continue to work on it and see what I could do. If we're able to get some higher damage attacks from some of these other Jedi here, this would be better, but the problem here is that the main problem is that these Jedi are super great with buffs. They're super great with healing. They're super great at sustaining in a battle because of all the buffs and everything like that, but damage-wise, they come up a little bit short, and that's the only reason I think that they're falling behind the Sith meta or unable to really catch the Sith meta, but they still are a good team all around. Even if we don't make it through this battle, that doesn't mean that these characters aren't worth it. They have their own merit in their own right, and they can beat most of the meta teams out there. The only problem is that there's still going to be a team out there that can beat them too, and that's a Darth Traya squad. Now, this team is one of the hardest teams to beat out there, period. So that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to defeat lots of TW teams with this squad. That doesn't mean you're not going to be able to win on offense with most of your, against most of your teams out there with the Jedi. So you are definitely seeing a meta Jedi team. Problem is, it's not just going to trump the entire world and just shut down every other team that's out there. And I think that there's going to be more additions coming. I think there'll be other reworks to Jedi that'll add to the benefit of these characters, like Jolee and Bastila. But the kits are fantastic. They add a ton of versatility to the Jedis. And because of that reason, I do have to say that I'm a big fan of the direction that the Jedi are going in, with these two kits. Okay, see, she can definitely do decent damage with that attack too. We've seen it do over 40k. So I mean, it's overall there's a lot of benefits to this team. Problem is that is it enough to trump Traya today? I'd say no, but that definitely doesn't mean that we're not going to see the growth of the Jedi meta over time here, and I think that that's a positive thing. Overall, we're going to see lots of benefits to. Let's see here. Not good. Not good. That's pretty much where it turns bad for you when Scion starts doing stuff like that. But that's really the point of it, is you're trying to avoid Scion ever getting to the point where he inflicts hell by hatred, and if you don't prevent that, it's pretty much over with this team, and Nihilus is going to annihilate somebody any minute now. But moral of the story is that the team is great, and they add a lot of versatility to the Jedi overall, and we could see a lot of great things from the Jedi in the future because of the addition of these two characters. So I would be saying my recommendation would be to definitely work on them, get them going where you like, depending on how interested you are in running a Jedi squad. I would say that obviously if your interest is to run a Jedi team because you enjoy Jedi and you love the Jedi, then go for it. I do think that you'll be a lot of fun and you'll have a lot of good times with this team. I do think that there's a Jedi rework imminent in the future at some point, and when that does happen, these characters are going to be a part of that. So it definitely doesn't hurt to start working on them now. Out of the two characters, which do I think has the most versatility or the most viability? I think Bastila, personally, because she just adds a lot of different aspects to the table. I mean, she has the ability to dispel. She does okay damage. She's also able to call and assist. She gives or brings a new buff to the game, and she's also a dispeller. She stuns. She's probably, out of the two, I think the most versatile. But Jolee Bindo is also a pretty good character. But overall, that's the analysis there in a nutshell. I think that you saw them beat two solid defensive teams, and they kind of fell short against the Traya squad. But overall, I think you're looking at a quality couple of additions to the game with Jolee Bindo and Bastila Shan. But that's my initial impressions. I'm going to be making more videos on these characters, and definitely check out the live show on Sunday where we'll be playtesting these characters live, so you can come in and make any requests that you like right there on the live show. But I'll be making more videos. I think that this team, because of all the buffs, could have some interesting synergies with some other characters in the game. I'm thinking Geonosian Spy. I'm going to try that out and test it a little bit, see if I can make a video about that. But either way, I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. May the Force be with you.
Yes, Master.